Good day, good people. Now let's talk a little bit more about different array functions. In the last video I told you everything about how you can create arrays and how you can store values in them and why they are useful. And now we will talk about how to push or erase different values from an array, because PHP luckily has some built-in functions that help us a lot with manipulating arrays. That's the good thing about arrays, they are highly flexible. Let's go. So we talked about everything last time. Now firstly, wait, let me put that in big letters for you. We can create an associative array, because last time we just stored a couple of values and they got automatically the keys from 0 to infinity. But what if you wouldn't want an array to be indexed with 0, 1, 2, 3? Well, this is how you create an associative array. So here we go. Oops, sorry. So this is our actual array, okay? So we have 0 is blue, 1 is green, and 2 is orange. If you wouldn't want it to be called like that, so if the first key shouldn't be 0, but for example, something like color number 1, then you put the equal sign, the closing bracket, and then hit save, obviously, and voila, the first key is no longer 0, it is color 1 now. You see here that the other keys got moved, so the next item has the key 0, they pushed one place further. So if you want no confusion with this, obviously you have to do the same thing for all the other values that you stored in your array. Okay, so let's do this. Just copy and paste the other key names in here, hit save, and there you go. Color 1 is blue, color 2 is green, and color 3 is orange. Okay, that's basically all there is. So you can change the names of the keys to strings, and then it's called an associative array. If you don't do that, if you just leave it like that, then it is an indexed array. Alrighty. So now let's move to the first functions that we have. So we can add elements to the array, like so. With array push, we add an element to the end, and with array unshift, we add it to the beginning. Let's try that. So let's start with array push. That's a built-in function, so you have to use the regular brackets here. Always remember the semicolon. And now this takes two parameters, the array push function. First of all, you have to tell it what array you're talking about. In this case, it's x, so this is the name of the variable that stores this array, separated by a comma. And now you put in the value that you wanna add. So let's just take red, hit save, and here you go. Red got pushed to the end of the array. All right, and obviously it has the key 3 in this case. If you continue this and add another one like purple, because why not, then obviously purple gets the value 4. Okay, that's basically all there is. With array push, you always add an element to the end of the array. Now, next one. Oh, well, let's comment that out for now, so you remember it. And the next one is array unshift. That's another function that is built in. And here you go. You can put enter, and then Sublime Text is nice and tells us that firstly you have to call the array, and secondly you put the variable in. So array unshift. Remember, now we added an element to the end. Now we will add an element to the beginning. So put x again, and in the beginning this time we put the value red. Save this, and here you go. Red is in the beginning. Now this is important. You have to see what happened here. Let me erase that again. And in this case, check out the value blue that is associated to the to the key 0. Remember, blue is 0. Then I add red to the beginning, and now blue has the key 1. And this is important because the element red, the string red, got unshifted to the beginning of the array. All the other values stored in that array get pushed towards the end by 1 place. So they all changed their initial keys. And this is important because this may cause some bugs in your code, and you absolutely have to be aware of this fact, okay? Because, let me show you this. For example, blue you wanted to print out the value blue, okay? So, with this bracket and the number 0, which is the first key, obviously, you would print out blue, right? Let's concatenate that with a new line. And here we go. So we print out blue, the first value of this array. Then we unshifted, so we pushed red to the beginning of this array, print that out, and in this case, blue is not 0 anymore, but blue is 1. So if I try to echo out the same thing after this, it would be red all of a sudden. You see that? So this is important. Always be aware of the fact that they all change their keys when you unshift an element. Okay? So let's comment that out. Array push, array unshift. And now, of course, we can also remove elements, and the exact opposite to array push is array pop. Then we remove an element from the end. Okay? So we put array pop. Wait, let me refresh that before. Alright. Hit save. No, it will. Okay, never mind. Array pop. And well, you want to just erase something so you don't have to actually name it. You just tell the function which array you're talking about, and there you go. 0 is blue, 1 is green, and orange got removed. It got popped from the end of the array, and now it's gone. Okay? That's pretty easy. So let me move that up. With array push, you push an element to the end. With array pop, you remove an element from the end of the array. With same thing, with array unshift, you unshift an element to the beginning of the array, and with array shift, name the array here, you will remove an element from the beginning. So you see, initially we had blue with the key 0, and it's gone now. And this, important, is the same thing that happened with unshift, that all the other elements got moved. All right, let me show you that again. Here blue is 0 and green, let's check out, green is 1, and when we shift an element from the beginning, green becomes 0. So same thing here, like with unshift. Be aware of the fact that the elements get all moved by 1 key-wise. Okay? Well, there we go. This is one of the those 4 functions are very helpful in your daily programming life, and I hope I could teach you something about this. There is so much more about arrays. I will make a ton of videos about arrays because we just scratched the surface here, guys. Okay, there's so much to know, and they are so highly flexible that we will absolutely need to talk about this more in the future. I hope this was helpful, and I see you in the next tutorial.